So thank you so much for checking out my channel. My name is Sarah, and you've reached me here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. Just continuing off from where we left off last couple days ago to do the monthly reads for July, all signs. I did initially start off with Scorpio, so I'm gonna keep this reading going, and we'll just recap everything because I'm not sure where it got cut off. But we started off with Judgment crossed with the Six of Cups. So you're coming to some kind of awakening, and that is that you really truly desire someone in your life, or just more people in general, to be surrounded by folks who you can relate to, who you feel like understand you and where you're coming from. Overlooking the situation, we had the Eight of Wands reversed. So you're kind of all over the place, and that is probably what's keeping you from achieving this goal of feeling satisfied on a social level. We have the Lovers within your subconscious, which speaks of you needing to focus on yourself and really come together as two pieces, like, of a whole. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a binary masculine feminine. It's just like all that it encompasses you. You need to accept and love that and make a choice to do that. And that's sort of like where you're at spiritually right now. The past, you've really struggled with your health. It's been quite an upward battle with health, career, finances, money. Money might not have been that great for you, but it's in the past. So the future is about embarking on new endeavors, a new journey. And this might be a person, like, this might involve a new person or just you doing this journey on your own. So this is not for everybody. Like, if you're happily with somebody, like, stay that way. But if you feel like you've really directed your energy at committing your life to somebody who doesn't make you feel like you are loved and special, then that to me speaks of you putting all of your energy into something that is not worthy, and not a worthy cause. And you might be a little bit defensive. You've gone through a lot, or you've been through a lot. You have a lot going for you. It's sort of like the Wounded Warrior card, holding down the fort. The way that other people see you, though, and this could be entirely your responsibility, or it could be on account of who you affiliate yourself with. People see you as being a gossip on some level, a bit of a trash talker, basically the type of person that needs to get told that if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. So that's just how you're being portrayed. And this could very well be other people making you out to be that type of person. But just be mindful of, the way that you speak about other people, and how because other people can take that the wrong way. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. So, hopes and fears for Scorpio. We have the King of Cups. So you could be afraid of being duped emotionally, of having somebody manipulate you or lie to you or make you believe that they love you when they don't. That's a valid fear. You might have had some really bad experiences with people in your past, which is unfortunate. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you're going to attract again at any time soon. Like, don't forget, we're embarking on a new journey, a journey that is about turning this upright, of building, you know, taking, like building all the, like just adding all the things together and building them. Or even just acknowledging everything that you've done so far in your life. That's real. It's not like it's 100% clean slate when you're embarking on a new journey. Sometimes you embark on a new journey and it's a continuation of where you left off, but in a new way. So seeing people differently is also important. Having a new take on the relationships that you have in your life. Coming to a new understanding about the people that you surround yourself with. And also even a new appreciation for them as well. Really taking an honest look at who is in your life, who you know is most likely going to be around for the long haul, and seeing them in a way that is gracious, that is expressing gratitude, or that is a reflection of your gratitude. Expressing gratitude is not easy for everybody, but there are ways. It's going to be uncomfortable for you, and you might be quite resistant to this change in, you know, the way that you see how you emotionally react to people, how people emotionally react to you. This is maybe one of the first times in your life that you are taking a good and honest look at yourself. And it might not be pretty, which is why you probably don't want to look at it. You know, the truth can be pretty ugly. Sometimes the truth really, really hurts. The truth can be very, very harmful. But, you know, love is at the core of your intentions, or choosing to love yourself no matter what the circumstances. And we can clarify with justice. So doing yourself justice, doing others justice, or whatever injustice you have been a part of. You know, there will be some type of like reparation, restitution, restoration. The 3 R's. Triple R, justice. I'm going to pull one more card to clarify. Yeah. I would say that you should count your blessings. It's not that great, but it also ain't that bad. It's like that song by Meatloaf, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. All right, so that's it for you, Scorpio, for now. Please do check out your full moon and Capricorn reading coming soon. And we will move on to Sagittarius. Oops, Saggy. Here we go. How you doing, Saggies? Hope all is well. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands. Your fire's a little bit burnt out. That's okay. That just means that you need to regenerate. You know, maybe sort of revisit that. What type of goals you have, what you want in your life. You can always do that at any stage in your life. This could be also some issues with impotence, energetic impotence, or even just physical. So feeling like you want to revamp or like recharge your life sexually, physically, emotionally, spiritually, it all applies. But having that raw energy to set some new goals and some new projects, and like just looking at how you want to change what you're into even. And I mean that in terms of like where, like, the direction that your life is headed. What are realistic new projects for you? Maybe that's why you burnt out, because you're doing things too much. We have the Knight of Wands crossing that. So there's somebody that you may think has your back, but they don't. They're actually probably really jealous and trying to sabotage you. If this is you, you need to learn how to listen. You need to learn how to listen and respect the transformative direction that your mentors are trying to give you. And really just be honest with yourself about the good, the bad, the ugly, and the awesome. Don't ever forget about the awesome. The awesome is just as important. It's the most important, actually. And this might not even be mentors. This could be just people in your life that care, that are trying to tell you things, and you might just really not want to listen. We have the Star reversed. Overlooking the situation, there's a lack of balance between give and take. So your output is not matching your input. And you're not listening, you're not hearing what you're being guided to do. You're maybe listening to what other people are telling you way too much, or you might be really insecure about what you think you need to do in your life. Whoops, dropped a card, 1 second. Insecure about what you need to do in your life. Questioning yourself when it's unnecessary. It's like you need some more confidence, and you need to really listen to your guides. Pray on it. Just follow your intuition and stop worrying about what other people are thinking, because that's really not your forte, Sagittarius. You are like the champion of detachment, of like choosing your own path. That's your strength right there, is like having a sound, solid mind when push comes to shove. So there's just other things that you're ignoring or stubborn about that you need to kind of get over. The Hanged One, Scorpio just got this, so as well, but this one is upright. So you've done a lot of work, a lot of uncomfortable work. That doesn't mean that your work is done, that you don't have to revisit the discomfort of learning how to see things differently and adjust and do that reflexive work of, you know, analyzing, learning, growing, transforming. So you're just kind of like, you've hit a rut and a period of resistance. And I would even say, like, maybe it's time for you to just really get grounded. This is a really good time. Like, I see you doing that, Sagittarius. Getting grounded and positioning yourself in a setting where you can do things like get grounded, like be on the ground, camping out, or looking up at the stars and studying different forms of observation, or even just like coming up with your own ways of seeing and viewing things, just taking in the universe versus whatever you've been caught up in up until this point. Okay. Good grounding energy. I love that. And the world. So speaking of the universe, the world is right at your fingertips. You're in the right place at the right time. You might be going through some stuff that is relevant to trauma that you've experienced. The world speaks of cycles. It's not your birthday because you're Sagittarius, but there's something, some type of moment in time that is remarkable. So you have a good attitude about that, which is not surprising, you know, given that you're a Sagittarius. So let's see how others view you, or how you were portrayed within your environment. So your load is heavy, but you're coming to a point where it's time to start doing new things, and that is taking on new challenges, repurposing old ideas into new ones. And a lot of these are very action based. So people see that you're still busy and in action despite the fact that you have a lot on your plate. And we have the Ten of Cups. So, you know, like, what an amazing thing to hope for. To hope for, to wish for. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. You have nothing but dreams and hope, like high hopes. So, you know, despite overlooking the situation and a lack of hope, you really, really, I don't know, like, so, I mean, we could flip the switch and maybe you're a little bit afraid of success and you sabotage yourself a little bit. But your hope is really to find happiness. You want to be happy despite, you know, feeling like there's no hope. It's weird. You got some powerful hope. When there's nothing left, you still have a little spark. And, you know, that makes sense. So, the Two of Swords indicates, when it's reversed, not feeling like you're ready, even though you are, most likely. Ready for the unknown, ready for what comes next. You are worried because you have no idea what comes next, and you need to stop being afraid of the unknown, because it's going to hold you back. But I think this grounding work that you do in the near future is what's going to help you stay focused on even that which you cannot see. And, you know, there's going to be some heartache. It's a heartache. It's going to be a little bit hard to grieve some things. Maybe some people have stabbed you in the back, or you're just going to realize the way that people are. And, you know, it's like one of those rude awakenings, and it's quite a downer. But this also could be like bad things that you've gone through in the past that are just sort of like stirring up and triggering you to be, you know, to subject yourself to catastrophic thinking. So say no to catastrophic thinking, stay grounded, reconnect with your sense of hope, look up at the stars, and know that you've really come a long way and that your mind is very powerful, Sagittarius. And again, check out the zodiac reads coming up. Stay tuned for full moon in Capricorn. Let's move on to Capricorn. All right. I'm not going to use that. All right, Capricorn. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So, feeling like you're on top of the world, because you are. feeling like you're in control, like you're happy with what it is that you're doing, you're healthy, and you are living your best independent life and loving every aspect of it, including those who you are responsible for, that you care for. It's all just, it's done beautifully. It's done perfectly. And this is what's meant for you. You're in the right place at the right time. Luck is on your side as well. I feel like the world is a lucky card. It's everything is everything card. And you have a heightened understanding of that. And you work hard. You're strong. You've been through some shit. You know, you might have some pain in your life. It could be physical, mental, emotional. It's valid. Lots of us, I mean, we all mostly experience trauma and pain. Nobody has a pain-free life. But maybe your pain has been a little bit more so than others. But you continue to hold it down and get things done. And you've earned that sort of title of being able to hold down the fort, earn that position of being able to hold things down. It's like a veteran. So things are not in despair. They might not be perfect or great financially, but you want to be able to give more. But this is either you want to be able to give more, but you don't have the means, or you're cheap. So take it or leave it. Maybe both apply, but maybe only one does. You'll know which one it is. Spiritually, are you cheap? Can you be spiritually cheap? Kind of. Like, I feel like if you're being spiritually cheap, it's the most with you. If you're a cheap spirit, then, you know, you're selling yourself short the most. But if you don't have a lot to give energetically, you know, that's just something that you need to kind of figure out why that is the case. And that might have something to do with what you're taking. Maybe with that, yeah, I don't want to say without consent, but like, think about the energy that you take up, the space that you take up, and how you can be, I don't know, maybe, for me, usually what comes to mind always when things are falling short is gratitude, protection, and just being gentle with yourself, not being too hard on yourself. Especially if you've made mistakes or hurt people. It's like, what's done is done, right? So, you've come to an awakening, and maybe in the recent past, but awakenings have been there for you, which is good. You've had some aha moments, periods of rebirth, renewal, of humbling moments, right? Humility, though, is going to be a bit of a struggle for you. You may subject yourself to some overconfidence a little bit. Maybe you might find yourself in a situation where, like, I want to say, like, Like you might get triggered and it kind of makes you look too cocky. Because the Hermit is like Gandalf, the gray and the white even. So just humbly guiding others with the light of, it's kind of a boring gig, but like this person has an awesome gig because they light the way. And you know, you might find yourself, I don't know, like, are you isolating yourself too much, or are you distracting yourself being around other people too much? Like, you need to get out there, maybe be around some friends, something like that. So just don't hide out for too long. And if you're, you know, a little bit overconfident, it's because you need to do some grounding work and recognize how awesome you are. Because overconfidence is an indicator of insecurity. So love yourself to the fullest and be strong and stand strong and put your toes in the mud. Put your toes in the mud. Be a human again, or connect with your inner child on some level. We got the Fool. So you're reluctant. Your attitude is reluctant for any kind of reason. The Fool reversed to me is always like somebody who is either listening to someone tell them that they should hold back, or the Fool reversed is also somebody who thinks that they need permission, or somebody who's just like really afraid of taking a leap of faith, feeling like they're gonna lose out taking a leap of faith. And you just really sort of have to assess what exactly do you have to lose and what can you lose taking this leap of faith within like an attitude adjustment. What do you have to lose? Are you going to lose a piece of your dignity? Are you just going to lose some time being uncomfortable with having to adjust yourself? Within your environment, for some reason, like people are struggling either to relate to you, or your family misses you and you miss them, or your old friends miss you and you miss them. Like you're not getting that connection within your environment. The people that, you know, who love you, they miss you maybe. And you're afraid that it's going to just cut you off from your feelings. You're afraid it's going to keep you cut off from your feelings. Like having to numb yourself out to try to, you know, cope with whatever it is you feel, whatever it is that you are missing out on or something. But channeling that Hermit energy is Virgo energy, so it's very sort of analytical. It's kind of boring. It's about getting things done. And you have the means, you are strong and capable, fully capable. Like this is a powerful mind. Don't second guess your mind. A powerful mind doesn't need permission. A powerful mind knows when it's time to take initiative. Because this airy energy is the perfect air to fuel your fire. So getting grounded, having a strong fire and good strong air, transformative in nature, all of it together. This is a really powerful outcome despite having this period of isolation. You're just gonna maybe, I don't know, like it could be something as basic as like, you know, just crying it out on your own or something, or just being around other people when you really just need to take some time for yourself, because it's just going to tax you. And now's the time. Now is the time. We're here. We're there. You're in it. In it to win it, Capricorn. This is pretty dope. I'm loving this reading for you. So, please hit that like and subscribe if this resonates, and stay tuned for your full moon happening very soon. I'll be doing some readings for that. I'm super excited. And that is your monthly message. One second. We're going to pick up another card here. We're moving on. Last but not least, Aquarius. All right, so what's happening in July for Aquarius? Ooh, we got the High Priestess. Connecting with your sacred knowledge, with your confidence, with your understanding of life, really, of your water, the way, like, you're influenced and how you can influence others. It's pretty powerful. I mean, I'm always happy for everybody when, you know, a good major arcana card comes through. And the High Priestess, it's also, it's not just about the moon. I really feel like this card has to do with Venus as well. Like the Empress, you know, the sacred feminine is all about understanding the cycles of life. Now, the High Priestess is life carrying stages, right? So it's the, you know, the beginning energies of the sacred feminine. All right. I digress. I digress to a lack of fulfillment with like feeling like you're not around people that are in alignment with your divine knowledge, with your sacred understanding of things, or even just like with just like the flavor of your understanding, if that makes sense, right? It's not like the way that people express themselves spiritually is not palatable for everybody. It's important to understand that. And it really sucks when you're around people who don't find your presence palatable. Fuck them, first of all. Secondly, go find somebody that likes you. I mean, not everybody likes everybody. And people are jealous and ridiculous sometimes for nothing. And I don't know, I just think it's important for us to, it's so basic, but like, we all deserve to have, you know, people be happy to see us or to greet us. And not everybody gets to have that, and it's such a blessing to be surrounded by people who are happy to see you. So remember that. I think that should be easy for you to remember, Aquarius. It's not rocket science. 5 of Wands. So there is no real conflict, but there does seem to be some kind of bullshit. Maybe that's just what this card is indicating, that it's not real, it's bullshit. So, like, shit or get off the pot with the way that you see that situation. Because it's going to rob you of your ability to stay grounded and be like this powerful entity that is also in your nature. You might be having a hard time making money right now, or managing your finances, managing your health and well-being. And it's like at the core of this energy is it's sort of spiritual in nature. This is what your subconscious is telling you. So getting grounded and coming up with some type of plan, or just like really utilizing your skills and training that you've received as well in terms of career, or figuring out what it is that's going to make you a career king. Career king. Subconsciously, you're not feeling that vibe for whatever reason. So, figure it out. So, no hidden truths in your past. Like, you know what's up. You know what is up. And, interestingly, despite all this, you're going to struggle to take the plunge and try something new. Can I clarify the Fool? Like, what is this in relation to? This is the home front. You're unhappy in your home. Your home is holding you back. Maybe there's nothing left for you where you live. Or like there's changes in your home. Your home could just be like messy or something. Just not what you want it to be. So rekindling that hearth fire within your home, spicing it up a little bit, or dusting even, getting that dry energy out of the way. I know, like, you know, in certain places, especially on the eastern coast of the U.S. and, pardon me, Canada, there's been a lot of forest fires and smoke. So that can be a damper on the home life. But something about the home front, your attitude about who you are, maybe even, and where home is for you, like where you grew up versus where you are right now, type of thing. So sometimes that's about like turf, like bullshit turf wars. Gotta love those bad blood situations, honestly. So within your environment, people think that people see that you're not, like, you're not trying to ruin anybody's good name. But I would say also that you're not really trying to help them either. And, you know, maybe you thought you were, but you're not. Or the ways in which you were trying to reveal truths about individuals. Or like, it's almost like a half-ass way of trying to be ethical about something. With the seven of swords in this spot. That's how people see you. Not that bad, but not good either. So I don't know. This position for me is always like, okay. Like a, so yeah, it is what it is. And we have the Knight of Swords, though. Like, you're afraid of, I don't know, this could be an individual who's an air sign. You're afraid that they're going to manipulate you or psychologically get you in some type of way, or that they're going to try and teach you a lesson that you don't deserve to learn. Um, I don't know. This is just a fear, I would say. Because, like, I don't see how anybody would hope to be the Knight of Swords reversed. Like, that's a really manipulative, like, they're a liar, the Knight of Swords reversed. So you could be afraid of being lied to on some level by an air sign. Or just hustled. And, like, a fear of being hustled really is an indication of who you associate yourself with. So let's be logical about that. And if you have trauma related to being hustled constantly, that's something that you need to work on. Because, like, you can't let your past govern your present and future. It informs our present and our future, but it should not govern our present and future. Because if we have a really rough past, then it's just gonna make things rough for us all the time if we're not doing the work to keep ourselves grounded and in alignment with how we want to actively live in a way that is, centered in love and kindness and truth and sustainability. All those things. Like, resentment is such a will eat your soul. Why let it? It's heavy. You got a lot going on, but it's good. You have a lot to work with when you have a lot going on. So this is the time where, things are coming to an end. A cycle is coming to you're coming to a period of completion with goals that you've set in your life, with things that you've worked on, things that you've completed, things that you may want to repurpose, and then putting a lot of those things down so that you can make space for new ones. It's as simple as that, Aquarius. You know this, though. I feel like you know this. There's no new news under the sun, and you are, like, one of the first people. But, like, do yourself some justice and stop feeling, like, so if this is you, then you need to stop needing to be enticed to move forward. Like, what do you always need to, like, why do you always need something to entice you to move forward? Like, maybe you have, like, neurologically, like, ADD issues or something, but you should not need to be enticed to move forward, especially by money or by material, right? I think a sense of happiness, a sense of control, a sense of being like I want to say like a matriarch or a leader within your family or social circle, an emotional healer, or someone who sets the tone emotionally. That's an amazing goal to have. That should be enticing you 100%, Aquarius. So, do yourself some justice, get balanced, and, make that money in a way that makes you happy and that also fosters happiness within your circle. Thank you so much for checking out my channel, Aquarius, and all the signs. Please do hit that like and subscribe button if this resonates, and we will catch you for the full moon and Capricorn readings. Take care and bye for now.